Welcome to the Humber Athletic Center. My name is Danielle Dupuy, and I'll be your sideline reporter for today's game. Now, the Humber Hawks, the first-ranked team in the country, are going to be playing their last regular season game against the Cambrian Golden Shield. It's been a busy week for these two teams because they were playing in a doubleheader. They played yesterday, where the Hawks took a great victory over the Golden Shield with 102 points to 24, and Jill Simple with over 22 points for the game. For more information, here are our commentators. Thanks.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Humber Hawks Game of the Week here at the Hawks Nest on BRTV and the Hawks Sports Network. I'm Lex Tan, and I thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast today. It's a snowy day outside, but it's nice and warm here in the Nest as we prepare for the second of two games between the Cambrian Golden Shield and the Humber Hawks. Now, as Danielle mentioned, yesterday, the first game of this home series, the Humber Hawks took a decisive victory, 102-24. And the Humber Hawks are still looking to improve on their schedule. 16-0 on the season, while Cambrian went down to 1-15. Now today is Seniors Day here at the Hawks Nest because today marks the final regular season game for two Humber Hawks student athletes, Choma Oriwa and Atissa Kronk, their fifth and final season here at Humber. And these two were part of the very first OCAA women's basketball program to ever win a national championship here for Humber. And it's going to be a bittersweet day for all of us here at the Hawks Nest and for the Humber community, seeing them move on to bigger and better things. At the same time, sad that they're going to be leaving our program here. And we'd like to talk about as well too. Just a couple of things before the game. We want to talk about a little bit more of the Humber Hawks history as they're soaring to new heights. Now, after establishing new OCAA singles game records for points and 3-pointers made earlier this year, CJ Nofuente became the program's all-time leading scorer. Alina Domingo is fifth all-time and is the fifth all-time player to score 700 points in a career. And Coach AJ Sharma, again, great story, 300 points, 300 wins in his career as well too. And we're going to talk about as well too what's going on the Cambrian side. They're currently on an 8-game winning streak, and they only have one victory this season. This time a 2-point victory versus Sheridan. And the two players to watch out for on their team are Taylor Caverly-Grasby and Megan Desormeaux. They are both on the verge of scoring 200 points each on this season. And even though their program is in a developing stage right now, they could get better. And having those two on the team can really help Cambrian to soar to new heights in the later seasons to come. And and as well too, this is as I mentioned before, it is going to be the final home game of the season here for these Humber Hawks women. I believe the OCAA championships are going to be at Seneca, if I'm not mistaken. And it's been great watching this team here and their amazing style of play and the heart that they have, not just in their skill, but their heart to just come out every day, 100%, 110%, giving it their all and putting on a great show for their team. And also for the Humber Hawks community here. So as we continue our broadcast, we are going to go and to our opening ceremonies and our national anthem. back as well too for the here at the Humber Hawks Nest. The opening ceremonies have been completed, and we have a special ceremony honoring our two seniors on the team, Choma Uriwa and Antisa Kronk.
Thank you. In addition, we honor our fifth-year seniors in the final game. This should be Sorry about that. This year we have two outstanding seniors who started the program with our head coach, A.J. Sharma, and have experienced the entire build-up from a program that struggled in the OCAA championships to a program that won a national championship last year. So I'd like to first call upon Antisa Kronk, who has persevered, battled through injuries over her 5 years, but has been an exceptional player, a rebounder, passer, an incredible basketball IQ on the court, and is an outstanding young lady, and will be graduating from our fashion arts program and leading our team, hopefully, to another pursuit of a national championship. So Antisa Kronk. Second graduating senior, just an incredible woman. I'd like to start by acknowledging her support system here, her partner Anthony, her parents, and her daughters Aaliyah and Maya. It's an incredible accomplishment to balance academics and varsity athletics, but to do that while raising two daughters. It's just an outstanding accomplishment. She will graduate as an honors student from our Bachelor of Child Care. Can't say anything more about just a tough perseverance, leadership, just an amazing young lady. Choma Uriwa.
honoring ceremony for Atisa Kronk and Choma Uriwa. And yeah, it's actually a really cool thing. 2 big team photos here today, and hopefully this won't be the last for them. They are moving on as well too as an undefeated season and first seed in the OCAA West Division. The Humber Hawks women are in line to make a good run for the playoffs, and hopefully that results in a team photo again for the OCAA championship and the CCAA championship. And it would be great for those 2 players to end their careers with a bang, a big championship like that. As we have starting lineups coming up right now.
The 6'2" forward in Brunswick, number 23, Alyssa Short. And the head coach for the Golden Shield is Chantal McMahon.
And to recap
the starting lineup for your
and to just give a recap of the starting lineups for the Cambrian Golden Shield: Michaela Alloway, Carly Duggan, Taylor Caverly-Grasby, Megan Desormeaux, and Alyssa Short. And for the Humber Hawks, Lena Domingo, Leticia Lopez, Choma Uriwa, CJ Nofuente, and Atisa Kronk are yours, and those are your starters for this game today. As we take it over to center court for the opening tip-off. Going to be taken by Choma Uriwa and Alyssa Short. And there we are underway. Humber wins the tip-off. Big pass by Nofuente right over to number 15, Atisa Kronk, but she couldn't put that one in, but they get the rebound. Kronk going up again. She gets the shot off, but she gets fouled on the play, and that foul is going to go to, be charged to. It's going to be going to charge to Megan Desormeaux, number 14, and Kronk's going to be stepping up to the line for her first of 2 shots. First one doesn't go, and if you see Kronk on your screen right now, she is not in the middle of that free throw area, using full advantage of that entire free throw area there. She puts the second of her 2 in, so the Hawks are up now 1-0. Here's Short taking it up the line. Tried to pass it over to Carly Duggan, but Duggan was not ready for the pass, and it goes out of bounds into the stands. So that's a turnover there for the Golden Shield, as Humber starts off again with CJ Nofuente taking it over the halfway point. Over to Kronk. Back over to Leticia Lopez. She scored a double-double yesterday's game. Here's Nofuente for 3. It's nothing but the bottom of the net. CJ Nofuente was not the leading scorer yesterday, but she did score at least, she scored 4 3-pointers in the first half of that game. That's the pass right there to Michaela Alloway, who's being guarded by Lopez. Alloway over to Duggan, hands it off to Desormeaux. Desormeaux, with 7 on the shot clock. Kronk launches a 3, and that's an air ball. That's gathered by Leticia Lopez as they start off back again. Here is Alina Domingo passing it off to Kronk. Kronk being guarded with a lot of pressure, trying to get it right there, and it is out of bounds as number 7, Choma Oriwa, stepped on the line on that play. Hawks still up 4-0 at the moment, but the Golden Shield have the possession right now. And that's the first turnover there by the Humber Hawks. Here is Emily Dirks at the outside, on the far outside, being guarded by Tisa Kroc, and she steals it, hands it off to Alina Domingo. Domingo coming up, and she's going to take an easy shot there in the paint. She missed that, but another rebound by Lopez. CJ Nofuente right out to Alina Domingo to the inside to Atisa Kronk, and a layup by Alina Domingo for her first 2. And it's 6-0 for the Hawks. Now, Emily Dirks taking it with Kronk in tow, and now Ben hands it back to Desormeaux. Desormeaux passes it over to Carly Duggan. Duggan out to Caverly Grasby for 3, and she nails it. Cambrian with their first points of the game, and it's a 3-pointer by Taylor Caverly Grasby. And now CJ Nofuente gets it from Leticia Lopez. Kronk with the ball now. She's being guarded heavily by Duggan, trying to find a way. 13 on the shot clock. Lopez calls for it, open 3, and drains it again. Leticia Lopez with her first 3. And the Hawks now up by 6. Here's Megan Desormeaux trying to make her way in, but she's blocked there. And now hands it off to Duggan. Out again, this time to Alloway. Alloway, bounce pass over to Short, and there's a whistle on the play, and there's a push. It's a pushing foul. Choma Oriwa is going to be charged with that, and that's her first personal foul. And substitution on the floor here for the Cambrian Golden Shield. Number 8, Michaela Alloway goes off for Taylor Caverly Grasby, who's going to be going back into the game. And that's 14 on the shot clock here as Desormeaux gets the inbounds pass. Desormeaux looking around for somebody, and she finds Dirks. Dirks trying to drive her way through the lane, laying it up off the glass, but does not go through. Great opportunity there to get a bucket, but did not go through. Here is Alina Domingo passing it off to Leticia Lopez, and Atisa Kronk with the ball now. She's trying to find her way in. She's in the paint. Out to Lopez, back over to Oriwa. Oriwa with a layup off the back of the rim, but she gets her own rebound and tries to put it back up, and it's going to be a foul. 2 shots for Oriwa. And Megan Desormeaux with her second personal foul of this quarter, and that might. And that's definitely not a good thing for the Cambrian Golden Shield. Desormeaux is one of the players that has been leading this offense. And that first one goes in. Choma Oriwa with her first 3, making her first free throw and her first point. And if Desormeaux gets into foul trouble, that could be deadly for the Cambrian Golden Shield, as Choma Oriwa makes both free throws. 11-3 now for the Hawks. 6:43 left in the first quarter. Now, here's Desormeaux again, trying to find her way through. A little bit of contact there, but no whistle. Here is number 12, passing it over to number 13, Caverly Grasby. Right back out for Desormeaux for 3, and she can't put that one through. CJ Nofuente with the rebound, and she starts up court really fast. Oh, nice pass to number 5, Alina Domingo, but she couldn't put that one in, and the Cambrian Golden Shield able to strip the ball away and start back up as well too. Here is Desormeaux handing it off to Emily Dirks. Drives the lane, and she's gonna get fouled and get 2 shots. And Choma Oriwa with her second personal foul of the game so far. So again, another one of the players here who is in foul trouble at the moment. And number 12, Emily Dirks, makes her first shot. Cambrian with 4 points now on the board. And that was a miss by Emily Dirks. Right out to Leticia Lopez. And here's number 5, Alina Domingo, passing it off to CJ Nofuente. Nofuente, Choma Oriwa laying it up, and it gets the friendly bounce to put it right in. And here is Desormeaux coming out right now. It's 13-4 for the Hawks at the moment. And over to Caverly Grasby. To Carly Duggan. Duggan passing it out, but a nice steal there by number 12, Stephanie Antry, and she's gonna lay it up, but does not go. And Lopez slaps it away and gets the rebound on that one. This time Antry is able to put it in. And there's a timeout on that play. And we got a replay on the net on that last play. We're gonna take a look at the videotape for that one. And here's the play here. And that was the last play there. Stephanie Antry was able to get the layup there. As a timeout happening. Cambrian Golden Shield here, down 15-4. That's head coach Namboga Sawali. And she's trying to keep her team, keep her heads up as well too. AJ Sharma, on the other hand, head coach of the Humber Hawks, is he's 15-4 right now as the buzzer sounds to end the timeout, and we're back on the floor. .5:19 left here in the first quarter as Desormeaux starts off the offense here for the Cambrian Golden Shield. Desormeaux passing it out to Emily Dirks. Chance to put the shot up, and she misses it. Oh, and a stuff rejected by CJ Nofuente. And here's Leticia Lopez now, passing it over to Nofuente. Nofuente on the inside, passing it over to Antry, who's got Domingo for 3, and she nails it. Alina Domingo for 3, and it's 18-4. Halfway through the first quarter. And there is a out of foul on the play there, but we're going to take a look at the replay of that last play that just happened. Big open shot there for Alina Domingo. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Back to action here. It's Alyssa Short puts it up off the backboard, and Leticia Lopez now gets it to Alina Domingo at the 3-point range. She drives away in. CJ Nofuente totally open for 3, and it rattles in and out, but a nice rebound there by number 13, Maya Campbell-Johnson, who puts it in for 2 after that miss by CJ Nofuente. Alina Domingo to Alloway. Alloway for 3, can't put it in. Rebound there, taken. Nice offensive rebound by number 13, Caverly Grasby, and that's a steal, another steal there by CJ Nofuente, trying to get a handle on the ball, and she finally does. Passing it into Campbell-Johnson, it's off her hands and out of bounds. And just before we go, starting off over here, inbounded by Carly Duggan. And now it's number 13, Caverly Grasby, handing it off back to Alloway once more. Alloway finds Short on the outside, trying to get, now Desormeaux trying to make her way in. Outside to Alloway in the paint, or actually not in the paint, but there's a 3-ball put up by Desormeaux, but she can't put it through, and Nofuente is able to get the rebound there. Here's Antry. Antry coming in. She's up there, gets the hoop and the harm. And that foul is going to be charged to number 10, Carly Duggan. And Stephanie Entry going to come up to the line for 2. Or so for 1, rather, to try to complete the 3-point play. And she drains that one. Hawks up 23-4 with 3:15 left in the first quarter. Caverly Graspy starting off the play, being guarded by Nofuente. Hands it off to Desarmeaux. Look for the 3, faked it, but trying to drive her way through now. And she puts it up way over the rim. And now the Hawks start off. That's number 3, Felicia Velasquez. Almost knocked away there by the Golden Shield. But Velasquez up for 3. Oh, and she drains it all the way from Brampton, Ontario. A little bit of Matt Devlin for you. Here is number 13 now, Caverly Graspy, starting it off. Hands it off to Desarmeaux. Desarmeaux spins around, finds Alloway on the inside, goes to Caverly Graspy on the outside, and she nails 3. Actually, that's Carly Duggan who actually nails that one, and that's a 2-point play. I'm sorry, that was 3. Felicia Velasquez over to CJ Nofuente for 3, and she gets an air ball. She thought there was a little bit of contact there, but there was no call by the referee. And a little lucky break there for Cambrian. Desarmeaux, spin move again, being guarded by Velasquez. This time that was a clean block there. And here comes Velasquez taking the pass from Nofuente. No look to Entry, laying it up. Rebound by Campbell Johnson, and she puts it in. Puts the garbage in now, or taking out the trash rather. And 28-7 is the score now. Hawks up by quite a bit. Here's Carly Duggan. She's going to put an air ball up after that 3 ball. And there's going to be a substitution on the floor here. And Desarmeaux is going to get a little bit of a rest as Emily Dirks checks into the game for her. Now, number 12, Stephanie Entry goes off and goes off for a little bit of a rest. Here's Felicia Velasquez, she's playing point guard at the moment. Hands it off to Tristan Boynton. Boynton, nice pass there onto the outside to Velasquez. Velasquez back to Boynton, who's open, and she drives the lane, putting it up off the backboard. Nice offensive rebound there by Beryl Meffel. Can't put that one in. And a little bit of a fight for the ball, and it is going to be a jump ball going to Cambrian Golden Shield with $1:06 left in the first quarter. Inbounded here by the Golden Shield. Here's Caverly Graspy. He's going to start the playoff. Caverly Graspy putting on the wheels, and she gets fouled by Maya Campbell Johnson. She's going to go to the line for 2. I'm sorry, that would be Anna Jacobs who is charged for the foul. And it is going to be Caverly Graspy for 2. First one, nice little roll. Puts that one through. Cambrian's 8-point. Still a 20-point lead for the Hawks. Puts the second one in, and Cambrian Golden Shield are at 9. Inbounded over to Felicia Velasquez, who starts that off. Gets it over to, now Tristan Boynton's got it. Back to Velasquez, fake the 3-pointer. Out to number 6, Anna Jacobs. Jacobs going to go for that one, and she gets fouled, and she's going to get 2 shots. 44.7 left here. Anna Jacobs going to the line for her first 2 points. Had a pretty strong game yesterday. Anna Jacobs putting it in for her first of 2. 29-9 is the score. That one's a little short. Nice rebound there by Campbell Johnson, and she puts it in for 2, and that's a 3-point play there by Humber by the benefit of the second free throw miss. Michaela Alloway passing it off to number 10. She goes for 3, and she can't put that one in. A little bit too much about the backboard. Here's Boynton receiving the pass. Boynton on the outside. No look to, oh, nice quick passes there by the Humber Hawks team. Can't get the shot off, however. Boyington, with 10 on the shot clock, tries to get it out to Anna Jacobs, but it's intercepted by Taylor Caverly-Graspy of the Cambrian Golden Shield, and they're gonna, now Short's gonna take that shot at the buzzer, and that's gonna end the first quarter. It's 31-9 for the Humber Hawks, big lead. And at this time, from the second quarter onwards, we're going to introduce our color commentator here today, Michael Seff, who's beside me right now. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Lex?
I'm good. Just a little bit of a harrowing drive earlier on the way here. I'm sure you had the same thing happen to you.
Absolutely.
And but I'm glad to see you here, safe and sound, ready to experience some basketball with me here today.
Yeah, it looks like a good first quarter. Business as usual for the Humber Hawks, and we'd expect more of the same after 102 points last night.
Mm-hmm. And seeing the play that happened here between these two teams over here, Humber again giving it 110%, even though that Cambrian Golden Shield is in a little bit of a developing program right now, but they're still giving it 110% as if they were facing off against the second-ranked team.
Yeah, you know, the effort is there. It's not for lack of effort. It's the talent. It's also a very emotional day, final home game regular season for some of the fifth-year Humber players. So. Not a lot Cambrian can do. This is just an effort for them to try and get some experience under their belt and probably serve them well down the road in the future.
And the two players that you mentioned that you mentioned earlier, the two seniors that are going to be graduating this year, and this is going to be their final home game. Atisa Kronk and Shoma Oriwa were honored before the game, before the start of today's game, and a little bit of bittersweet moment for us here at Humber College, and especially for them as well.
Absolutely. You talk about the last game, and there's always a lot of emotion behind it. And you know, as far as what happens on the court, the points, the score, that's not so much. It's a lot about the memories and things that they've done for this program and the tremendous amount of success that they've had during their time here.
And they've also been a part of Humber's championship teams, and they've been so essential over the past 5 years of their career to the success of this Humber Hawks program.
Yes.
And as the players get back onto the court, it's a 31-9. It's 31-9 currently right now. It's I believe it's a 22-point differential.
Yeah, 22 points. It's a big hole for Cambrian, but again, this is just a matter of playing with pride and trying to play well.
And second quarter action starts now. Felicia Velasquez getting that one over to number 15, Atisa Kronk. Back to Velasquez, fake the three, right over to Boynton, who's open for three. Can't put that one in. And the rebound taken now by Anna Jacobs for a fresh 14. And now here is Kronk again, passing it into Beryl Meffel, and this time it'll go in, 33-9.
And some pressure there from Caverly-Graspy. She was still able to put the shot up despite the contact with the ball prior to that shot.
And there's Caverly-Graspy out to Alloway. Alloway tries to get that one, almost knocked away by Boynton, and that's off. That does not go over the line when Boynton touched it, so she's going to get a chance there. Can't put that one in on the rebound, or off the net, or off the backboard, but Anna Jacobs able to pick her teammate up.
Just the effort right there by Humber. I mean, they had three people crashing the boards, and that was off of a almost backcourt violation by Cambrian.
And here's number 12, Taylor Caverly-Graspy. Actually, that was Dirks. Now, Alloway for three. Can't put that one in. And the rebound taken here by Felicia Velasquez as she starts back up court. Right out to Boynton, who's wide open. Can't put that one in. And it's a rebound by Kronk again. Right back out to Felicia Velasquez. 10 on the shot clock. Over back to Kronk. Kronk's trying to find somebody. And now she's in on the paint. She's going to take it herself to the basket. Bounces off the back of the rim. And another rebound here, this time by Velasquez. Nice no-look pass again. And there's going to be a whistle on the floor. And it's going to be Cambrian possession.
Yeah, that just a good job by discipline there for Cambrian. You know, they have to do a better job of making sure that as we take a look at the replay here, and this is the play that almost resulted in the backcourt, but look at the numbers. There are 3 Humber players in position off of that miss, and that's what the good teams do.
And starting right back out here, it's Desormeaux with the puck, or with the ball now. Back to Alloway, back to Desormeaux on the outside. Desormeaux trying to find somebody with 10 on the shot clock. Right into Dirks. Dirks puts it up. Can't put that one in. Just bounced off the back of the rim. And here's Felicia Velasquez coming right back in. And nice moves there with the dribble. Boynton into Beryl Meffel. Beryl Meffel being guarded by Short. Meffel gets it up and over Short and puts it into the back of the net. 37-9 now for the Hawks as Desormeaux trying to get a handle on the ball there with Boynton guarding her. Here's Dirks. Dirks out to Alloway on the outside. Back to Desormeaux, 8 on the shot clock. Caverly Graspy right on the edge of the paint at the free throw area. Here is Short, tries to put up the, had to force the shot up with the shot clock winding down. And that one goes out of bounds. It's Humber ball, another turnover there. Kronk now with the ball, being guarded by Dirks. Kronk driving in over to Beryl Meffel. Meffel putting it up again off the back of the rim. And Short with the rebound. Here is Desormeaux. Again, Boynton giving her a lot of pressure. Back over to Alloway. Out to Caverly Graspy. Caverly Graspy driving in, and she's going to draw the foul.
And when you're struggling, you don't have quite the amount of playmakers. The playmakers that you do have to try and take the game over themselves. And you see what Caverly Graspy did there, just trying to take on 3 Humber defenders and able to draw a foul and get herself a couple of shots at the line.
And there's quite a few substitutions here for Humber.
And I think we'll see quite a few more as the day goes on with the big lead and, of course, the final day here for a couple of fifth-year players.
Taylor Caverly Graspy stepping to the line for first and 2. And she'll put that one in, and Cambrian's finally broken the double-digit mark.
First points of the day for Caverly Graspy as well.
Here's the second, and she'll put that one in, and it's 37-11 now for the Hawks. Here's CJ Nofuente back on the court after a lengthy rest. Over to Choma Oriwa. Oriwa out to Nofuente. 13 seconds on the clock. Passing it out to Alina Domingo. Domingo driving it in, but she passes it out to Nofuente. Nofuente, 4 on the shot clock. Domingo with the shot off the rim, off the front of the rim. Rebound there. But, and it's going to be a jump ball as Oriwa and Short were fighting for that one. This time it is going to be Cambrian Golden Shield ball. Starting off the play, Taylor Caverly Graspy. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the second half. For 3 there by Emily Dirks. Couldn't put that one through, but an offensive rebound by Caverly Graspy. Desormeaux with it outside now, trying to find her way in. Dirks driving in, lost the handle on the ball and it goes out of bounds.
Dugan trying to set a pick there for Cambrian.
Alina Domingo inbounding here to CJ Nofuente. Over to Alina Domingo, out to Rampersad, Jenna Rampersad, out again to Nofuente for 3, and she drains that one.
Just cannot give her any kind of space. We're going to take another look and really have to get right up in the face of CJ Nofuente.
Nofuente's second three-pointer, now three-pointer up, put up there by Cambrian. That's a miss. Rebound by Alina Domingo, and she brings it back up court again. Domingo out to Lumsdell Brown for 3. Can't put that one through, and a rebound by Alyssa Short. And Cambrian wanted to slow it down a little bit, but now they're trying to find their way in. Here is Dirks with the ball. Dirks had it slapped away there, but it goes off, and it's lost the handle on the ball there. It is Humber ball.
Let's go back to the last shot here by Nofuente, and again, it starts with having space, the calm, the confidence, nobody in her face as she tries to unload that shot. Just too easy for one of the truly great players in this game.
And there's the Rampersad for 3, and she drains it. Nothing but the back of the net there.
Just as we were saying, a lot of space, a lot of time for these Humber shooters to put up that shot from the outside.
Rampersad now with 6 points. And Desormeaux drawing the foul there. That's going to be charged to number 8.
Take a look at this straight from the corner here. This is just perfect form.
And when you leave Rampersad open for a 3 like that, she can hit him like a curry.
That's a good way. It's a verb. Curries it.
Hey, Dell and Steph.
Yes.
Desormeaux with the first of two, and she nails that one. They've been doing pretty well on free throws here today. That one's a miss. And Humber's going to come up with it, and Nofuente is going to take it herself. She draws the foul. No, she doesn't. It's not. It's a travel on Nofuente. Substitution now for the Golden Shield, number 12. Dirks goes off, and 8 comes in.
Yeah, just see Nofuente there, just a little bit too eager.
Desormeaux gets it over to the open Michaela Alloway. She'll lay it in for 2.
Nice move there by Michaela Alloway. Had an open shot, but went for the fake out.
And Nofuente now slowing down the pace of play. Give it to Domingo. Domingo driving it in herself, lays it up and in. Beautiful play. And Alina Domingo, that is her 7th point, as you can see the replay there. Back to action here. Desormeaux out to number 10, back out to Michaela Alloway. Tried to hand it up, but number 5, Alina Domingo with the steal, and she's gonna go coast to coast. Tried to go coast to coast, but on that play, knocked out of bounds by the Cambrian Golden Shield.
Michaela Alloway, good effort there. The hustle to get down the court. At least prevent that pass from setting up an easy shot for the Hawks.
And a timeout on the floor now, being called by the Humber Hawks. Trying to get their players a little bit of a rest here. And so far just a lot of stifling defense from both ends here. But the Humber team has had a lot of good looks, a lot of clear shots, and that's been translating into a much higher free throw percentage, or field goal percentage.
The discrepancy in talent, of course, but the effort is there. No taking their foot off the gas pedal for the Hawks, and I think that's important because you see the numbers here. It's almost 80 points a game, leading the league. The winning streaks, Nofuente, all the numbers, the fact that Humber's never lost to Cambrian, all those things you could just say, hey, maybe the effort won't be there because they know mentally it's going to be very easy, but you don't see any let up from AJ Sharma's team. And I think that is the only thing that you can preach in a game that you know that the score is not really going to be in doubt.
As well too, they want to take this. They want to take this great work ethic themselves and translate that into another OCAA championship and also a possible CCAA championship. They're number 1 in Canada right now.
Again, the target on your back, and that's nothing new for Humber, being the defending CCAA champions. But you cannot treat any game differently, and I think that's what the message that AJ Sharma will preach to his team, that, hey, we may be a lot better than this Cambrian team. This may not be the quality of opponent that we're going to see in the playoffs, but we need to treat it like it is. Otherwise, there's a chance you could have a letdown when you get to that big stage.
Number 24, CJ Nofuente, tried to inbound it, but it went off the Cambrian player, and they're going to redo it. Nofuente finds Choma Oriwa. She's going to take it herself with a little fake. Pass over to Alina Domingo, putting it up. Can't put that one through, but Oriwa with the rebound, and she's going to draw the foul and take 2 to the line.
Love the effort there by Oriwa. Final home game, the regular season. No quit for her. You may be up 31 points here with 4 minutes to go in the half, but playing like it's a tie game in the 4th quarter.
And Choma Oriwa from Brampton, Ontario.
All the way out, Brampton, Ontario.
Nails her first of 2. Score is now 46-14. And nails that second one. And starting it off again, Desormeaux putting on a speed, gets it over to Dirks. Dirks hands it to Cavalry Graspy. Out to the Desormeaux for 3 off the rim, and a rebound by Rampersad. Here is CJ Nofuente taking it and slowing down the pace. Back to Domingo. Domingo out to Rampersad, look for the 3, but she took it in herself, and now Domingo putting it in the paint for another 2. Domingo now with 9 points in this half.
Got 102 points last night, was impressive. Humber well on its way, on pace to eclipse that mark here today.
Cavalry Graspy almost lost that one. Tried to bounce past that out to her teammate, but it goes out of bounds. and it's Humber ball.
And I think part of it, Cambrian just succumbing a little bit to the pressure, both the mental pressure of being overmatched and also the defensive pressure that Humber continues to bring despite the healthy lead.
So some substitutions on the floor here, and it's Stephanie Antry, Letitia Lopez, Anna Jacobs, Campbell Johnson, and Velasquez, who are taking to the floor for the Hawks now. That pass there for Lopez knocked away by Caverly Graspy to the out-of-bounds area. So Humber will inbound with 18 on the shot clock, and that's Anna Jacobs going to be taking it in. Right over to Letitia Lopez, who had a double-double yesterday. Velasquez out to Jacobs. Jacobs driving the lane. Pass off to Campbell Johnson. Great pass there, and nice bucket by Campbell Johnson.
Great defensive, great offensive positioning by the Hawks right there.
Here is Caverly Graspy out to short to place it for three. Can't put it through, but Stephanie Antry forcing the rebound onto her side, and Lopez looking for the three, but she's going to drive it in, put up the jump shot off the backboard, and another offensive rebound. Jacobs with it. Felicia Velasquez into Campbell Johnson, right back out to Velasquez again. Velasquez for three. Oh, and she hits it again.
Now that was Steph Curry like the long three-pointer.
Patricia Velasquez with her second three-pointer of this half. And there's a whistle. Let's see what that one's about. Either way, it's Cambrian Golden Shield possession with 2:09 left here. It is a 40-point lead for the Hawks. Caverly Graspy over to Desimone. To Michaela Alloway. Out again to Carly Duggan. To Caverly Graspy on the outside. Tries to force up that three, and she gets it! Caverly Graspy with a three-pointer there. It's now 17 points now for the Cambrian Golden Shield.
Only need about 12 more of those to make this a game.
Here is Campbell Johnson making her way in, and puts a nice jump shot in.
Nice move there by Campbell Johnson, and also positioning herself, shielding the Golden Shield defenders.
Here's Desormeaux being guarded by Letitia Lopez. Lopez guarding her, and Desormeaux trying to find her way in. 11 on the shot clock, out to Alloway. Alloway lost the handle on it because there was a foul.
Lopez working her way around Carly Duggan, who was trying to set that pick.
So it's going to be a foul charge to Stephanie Antry, number 12.
Let's take a look at the last shot here coming up by Velasquez. And just, I mean, long range, but perfect form.
And back to action here. Short on the inside. Tries to force that one up over Campbell Johnson. And there's a travel there going to be charged to Humber's Felicia Velasquez. That's a turnover. And Cambrian Golden Shield's going to get a chance to for a basket here. Desormeaux faked out Lopez. She couldn't put that one in as it was a bit short and wide. Here's Velasquez. No, nice moves there. Passed over to Campbell Johnson, and she puts it in. Great assist there by Velasquez.
Let's take another look here. And it's the versatility of Velasquez. You saw the long range three, but here just kind of dropping it off perfectly underneath to Campbell Johnson for the easy bucket.
And Caverly Graspy tried to go for three, but couldn't put that through. Lopez with the rebound. Here is Velasquez driving her way in, trying to find somebody to pass it to, and she does. And it's Campbell Johnson putting it up and not in. And Cambrian with the rebound. Here comes Desormeaux passing it over to Alloway, and she puts it in for two. 18 seconds left. Humber with the final possession of this half. And it's right out to Stephanie Antry trying to drive it in, and she lost the handle on that one. But it's gonna be ruled off of the Cambrian player, and Velasquez is going to inbound here for the final possession.
Trying to get to 60 points in this first half.
And there's Lopez for three. Can't put that one in. Rebound there by number 10, Carly Duggan. And they're going to hold on to the ball as the time runs out on the first half. And the Hawks up 58-19. again leading the way with rebounds. And here for the second half, Michael Seff will have the call, play-by-play, and I'll be on color commentary. So Michael, take it away.
Thanks, Lex. And again, I mean, short bench for Cambrian, so obviously lack of depth, making things very difficult. And right off the bat, how about a three-pointer? No good there. A little bit short from Oriwa in her final game. Going inside now, trying to create space. Kronk, and laying it in for two, Lena Domingo. Lena Domingo working her way up the charts, the all-time leading scorers, third all-time in Humber Hawks history. Entered the weekend fourth and surpassed Denise Cummings. There's a three-pointer that is short, and a couple of Humber teammates battling for the rebound. Nafuente and Oriwa. Nafuente comes down with it. Now Domingo with it, kicks it back out to Leticia Lopez, working the perimeter. Now getting it inside, there's Oriwa. Oriwa trying to hang on to the ball. Now Oriwa has open space for three. No good, but there's the rebound by Kronk. Good offensive rebounding day for this Humber Hawks team. Kicking it back out to Nafuente. And Nafuente the long three, yes!
Oh,
CJ Nafuente.
CJ Nafuente doing it again. That is her 9th point right now, and that's third three-pointer.
I'll take another look here in just a second. Just the calm and confidence with which she lets that ball go. As you see her setting up for the shot. And of course in live action, she's doing the same. Kicks it back out to Leticia Lopez. Thought about taking the three. Works it inside. Oriwa in the paint. Oriwa, and cannot get it to go, but draws the foul.
And that's something that size and power can do for you. I mean, like, you can move the ball around a lot, but then when you got that size and power, you're able to force your way in, and draw those fouls and get yourself to the line.
Chioma Oriwa, the Brampton native, will go to the line. Had a nice day all around today. Hit both of her free throws in the first half, 2 for 2. Makes it look easy from the line. 64 to 19, Humber with the lead. And Oriwa makes it a perfect 4 for 4 from the line. 46-point lead for the Hawks. Heather Ross working it up. She kicks it out. Dugan trying to get it inside to Short. There's Dugan, and on the wing, that's Caverly Graspy. Working it back inside, Short, and it's blocked. Oriwa trying to wrestle that ball away from Taylor Caverly Graspy, and is able to do so. In the corner, wide open to Fuente for three. That is too easy. Too easy.
And yeah, when you leave Fuente open like that, she gets a clear shot, able to square her feet. Just puts it up, and yeah, just looking like a Curry.
I mean, that's essentially shooting practice right there. 3 no good. Offensive rebound by Cambrian, working way inside. Nice move, but unable to get it to go as Oriwa comes up with the rebound, and that was Megan DeZormo who couldn't get it. And now DeZormo chasing and defending against Felicia Lopez inside to Atisa Kronk. Kronk trying to get the bounce pass, but loses it. It's picked up by Alyssa Short. And I would imagine Cambrian will try to slow things down just a little bit here. Again, the lack of depth, a real problem here. Very short bench for the Golden Shield. Caverly Graspy working against Kronk, kicks it out. Short, being guarded by Oriwa. Short comes back to DeZormo for three, not even close. Air ball, and Oriwa will take it. And here comes Humber again, inside, Kronk. Kronk kicks it back out, inside the three range, nah, just short. Oriwa couldn't get it to go that time. And rebound by Zormo. Kicks it out on the wing, trying to get the three, did not choose to take it. Caverly Graspy kicks it out, open look for three, and draining it is Carly Duggan.
As I was mentioning yesterday's game, yes, the Golden Shield are in a developing stage right now, but they are still varsity level basketball players, and Duggan was able to show us why that she's on this team.
At this point, I mean, this is obviously a building process. Nafuente, a nice long pass, and Kronk's going to try for three, and it's going to come up short, but there's Leticia Lopez with the rebound, and here's Kronk with the power inside, too strong, and a whistle.
Another couple of rebounds here this in this quarter here for Letitia Lopez, and for some and for one of the smaller players on the team. I mean, like that. You would think that team leader in rebounds might be some of the taller players, but Letitia Lopez has just been maddening on those rebounds.
Yeah, and a lot of factors that play into that: the speed, the hustle, the fundamentals, and that's just that's built in practice every single day. DeZormo working against Letitia Lopez, but the bad pass, Oriwa picks it up, and here comes Oriwa, but she kicks it. It goes out of bounds, unable to keep the handle on it, and Cambrian will take possession back here, trailing by 46 points. Midway through the third quarter. Michael Seff, Lex Tan with you from the Hawks Nest. Bounce pass, trying to work her way towards the middle is Dugan. Inside DeZormo, and she is fouled. I think they're going to get a Fuente for that one.
Number 10.
And no, it is number 10, Letitia Lopez, that gets called for the infraction.
So that's the Lopez's first personal foul. Been a pretty disciplined game from her so far.
A very clean fundamental game for the Hawks as DeZormo hits the first of 2 free throws.
And Cambrian's getting a bit of a better timeout. Yesterday they only scored 24 points. They're on the verge of tying that right now.
1 of 2 from the line for DeZormo, as Domingo will bring the ball up the court. There's DeFuente working against Caverly Graspy. Fuente looking for somewhere to go. Lopez, top of the key, bounce pass inside to Oriwa, working against Short.
7 of the
Ariwa.
shot clock.
Shot clock running down inside, good positioning, and the roll, and it's good. Oriwa gets the Hawks to 70 points. Fitting, number 7 would get him to 70. DeZormo bringing it up. Stops the dribble. Bounce pass to Duggan, long 3, not this time, but the offensive rebound by Short. Kicks it back out to Duggan. Caverly Graspy working against Domingo. Some pressure, and there's the steal. There's Oriwa, and going down, but coming up with it is Domingo. Domingo one-on-one, kicks it out to Nafuente. Long 3, no. Rebound by the Golden Shield. Caverly Graspy up with it. Almost lost the handle. There's Dirks getting it over to Duggan, and another turnover, and here's Nafuente, and there's numbers, 3-on-1 for Humber. Nafuente will dish it. Domingo off the boards, no, but she gets her own rebound, puts it back up, no. And Dirks comes down with it. Unable to convert that 3-on-1 scenario right there on the breakaway. Long pass, Duggan comes down with it. Bounce pass, almost stolen by Lopez. DeZormo working it at the top of the key, looking for some space. Long 3 from the corner, Caverly Graspy, no good. And Oriwa comes up with it. We've seen that a few times where, I mean, so many Humber players in position for the rebound. They're almost fighting with their own teammates for the rebound. Easy shot inside, but cannot get it to go as Velasquez. There's Oriwa, and there's another bucket.
Great positioning there by Oriwa to pick up her teammate Velasquez on that missed layup.
And you hate to make excuses for Cambrian. Again, the lack of depth. You can see they're a little tired, wearing down, difficult to keep up with Humber, who's able to keep fresh legs out there as we've got a whistle and a timeout.
So Domingo's going to be charged for the foul on that one as DeZormo was trying to get around her. A little contact there, but nothing malicious about it. They were smiling and laughing and giving themselves some high fives just after that whistle.
49-point lead, and again, just a chance to kind of regroup, go over a few things. This isn't an urgent situation, but I think A.J. Sharma wants to preach to his team that it should be treated as such, because you can't really help who's on your schedule. You got to play who you play. But I think Humber wants to kind of feel that intensity as they gear up for the playoffs, wouldn't you think?
Oh, of course, especially when they're going up against the top teams, not just in their division, but eventually as they move on in the East Division as well too, and as well too, they hope to take it to the national level as they are the #1 team in the country. They want to make sure that they keep themselves going as hard as they can without obviously injuring themselves, but continue the great play that's contributing to their so far undefeated season, and I believe a 39-game winning streak over the past couple of seasons. They haven't lost since 2014, which is quite phenomenal.
It really is, and you would think at some point, and of course they have been challenged, and some of these games, of course, more than anything, just a tune-up really for some of the more elite competition that they'll face. But again, it's all about the preparation and the mentality, and A.J. Sharman not letting his team get complacent in any way, and that's why Humber's up nearly 50 points here with plenty of time to go in the third quarter. No three taken, and looking for somewhere to go with it is Caverly Graspy. Bounce pass, moving it around. DeZormo. DeZormo with the shot clock running down. A long three, cannot get it to go. You heard the whistle for or the buzzer rather, but a bad pass there as he goes out of bounds. A little too strong was Beryl Meffel on that pass.
Boynton wasn't ready for that one. Went over her head.
And applying some pressure, Boynton working against DeZormo. DeZormo kicks it out. There's Kayla Alloway. A couple of nice plays in the first half. Bouncing it back out to Duggan. Short, looking for somewhere to go. Caverly Graspy, shot clock under 10. Into the corner, trying to find a shot opportunity. That almost went in off the deflection by Meffel, who was counting her lucky stars after that one. Sometimes your defense is so good, it hurts you. Getting it inside, there's Meffel, good shot, can't get it to go, and the rebound by Caverly Graspy. Not sure I've ever seen that, a deflected ball that ends up in the bucket. We almost saw that. Here's a three-pointer that is no good from Michaela Alloway. Long pass from Velasquez, and working inside and drawing the foul is Antwi. Stephanie Antwi will go to the line for two.
And that foul is going to be charged to Taylor Caverly Graspy, and that's her first foul of the night.
So the Toronto native will shoot a pair from the line. And cannot get that one to go, in and out.
Stephanie Entry, that's her first missed free throw of the day.
Try and make it a 50-point advantage, and she does. Nothing but net there, 73 to 23. 2.5 to play here in quarter number 3 on this Sunday afternoon. Working it around, short, inside, and Meffel able to force a bad shot, but it was deflected out of bounds, so we'll stay with Cambrian. Shot clock at 13.
That was a good block there by Beryl Meffel, but it went off her hands and out of bounds, so 13 on the shot clock for the Golden Shield.
DeZormo trying to work her way inside. Maybe got away with the travel, but can't get it to go, and the rebound by Antwi. So Velasquez with it. Velasquez floats it inside. It's almost knocked away. Meffel has it. Velasquez, long pass across the court, but it's picked off by Caverly Graspy. Caverly Graspy being pressured there. Rempersad, the kick, and it will go back to Cambrian.
It seems that Humber is relaxing themselves a little bit and taking some non-conventional routes to their teammates there. That long pass would never have happened if the game wasn't this lopsided right now.
Oh, the 50-point advantage. You can afford to switch things up just a little bit, and really no space here. The defensive pressure just kept coming all day. Alloway, the shot, can't get it to go with the shot clock expiring. Here's Velasquez. Velasquez floats it in, picked up nicely, and look at the moves, and putting it in off the backboard is Stephanie Antwi. 75 to 23. Entry guarding and almost forcing the turnover, and she can't because it's picked back up by Alloway, and a little too aggressive is Entry.
And his
foul is called.
And that's Entry's second personal foul of the game. A lot of good pressure there by Cambrian Golden Shield. Nice to see that they're keeping their heads up and working.
No good there on the shot, but it kicks back out to Alloway. Alloway inside to Caverly Graspy, looking for somewhere to go. Three-pointer, DeZormo, yes, gets it to go.
And Cambrian breaks that 24, breaks past that 24-point marker that he had yesterday. So they should be happy about that.
75 to 26, our score here. Entry inside, off the backboard again. That seems to be her bread and butter. 27-26, 51-point advantage for the Humber Hawks over the Golden Shield. Sprinting down the court is Caverly Graspy, now looking for somewhere to go. Guarded by Rempersad, and it's blocked by Rempersad. Here's entry, 10 to play in this quarter, bounces it inside. Rempersad too strong, there's Velasquez, easy shot underneath off the backboard and in. And that one pulls out, quarter number 3. Felicia Velasquez makes it a 79-26 game.
So as we're taking a break here for the switch over between the halves, between quarters, we're going to be talking a little bit about Choma Oriwa, fifth-year player. She's one of the two fifth-year players on the Humber Hawks team. And in her final home game here, coming into this weekend, she's played 13 games. She's had 3.9 points per game, but if you look at the free throw percentage, or her free throw percentage rather, 70% on the free throws, and she's and as you can see in this game as well too, she's been able to put up a very good defensive presence here, and she's able to get to the line. When she's able to get to the line, she actually she comes through for her team a lot.
A real heart and soul player, well respected, of course, by her teammates, and you know it's kind of been a banner weekend all the way around. Just a chance to highlight some of the great careers of some of these Humber players, even the ones that are not ending. And you look at, we talked about CJ Nafuente. Already established herself as the top scorer in Humber Hawks history, ended the weekend with 836 career points and 55 in one game earlier this year.
That's right.
So it's been a lot of fun, certainly for the Humber Hawks. It is today with a 53-point lead as the final quarter of play approaches.
And just a couple of stats I'd like to point out. As you were mentioning before the half, there was the balanced scoring on the Humber Hawks side. There are 5 players, 5 players with double digits, and that's CJ Nofuente, Maya Campbell Johnson, and Choma Oriwa all tied for the team lead with 12. Stephanie Antry with 10, and Alina Domingo with 11. So. So great balanced scoring here with this Humber Hawks women's team.
Yeah, the balance, and of course all the numbers all the way around. 51.2% shooting in the first half for Humber compared to just 18.5 for Cambrian. The success from the line, 77.8%. It's just been pure domination, nothing new for the Humber Hawks. As Cambrian just trying to finish this thing strong as they can. Working it inside, Caverly Graspy can't get it to go, but is able to draw the foul. See who they get on that one. And it is going to be CJ Nafuente gets called.
Justin Boynton, actually.
Yeah, Boynton. Nafuente not in the game right now. Chance to rest up a little bit. As getting the first one to go is Caverly Graspy.
And the Golden Shield certainly should be happy about their improvement on yesterday's play, as they have now 28 points.
You look for no moral victories, but of course when you're overmatched, any kind of silver lining. Velasquez had an open 3, chose not to take it, works inside, now kicks it back out, and there's Rempersad, can't get it to go, and Short is able to use her size to come up with the rebound over Velasquez. There's DeZormo working against Boynton. Boynton able to get her to the ground, but staying with it. Cambrian maintains possession, working around the perimeter now. Back out to Caverly Graspy. Caverly Graspy double team, long 3 coming from Duggan, no good. Rebound by Antry. Velasquez, nifty moves, nice pass, and off the backboard and in. Beryl Meffel with the bucket. 81-28, the Humber Hawks leading the Cambrian Golden Shield. Some full court pressure from Rempersad, but working our way inside Caverly Graspy. We've got a whistle and another foul. And they get Rempersad with the push.
And that I just like to comment on that last rebound by was it Beryl Meffel? By Beryl Meffel, she just pulled that one down. But let's look at the replay on this one. That's a nice pass there into Beryl Meffel from Felicia Velasquez. Another great point there for the Hawks.
As the first free throw is good, but Velasquez has been impressive all the way around today. The long-range shooting, the passing, the speed, the ability to create space, just versatility, and a lot of different things that that opens up for A.J. Sharma. He wants to draw up plays.
Velasquez with 8 points and 5 rebounds, 4 assists today. Good game for her.
And Fuente back into the game. Here's Anna Jacobs, also back in. Here's Nafuente. Nafuente, it's inside and off the backboard and in by Alina Domingo.
13 points now for Domingo.
Domingo chasing Beth Letendres for second, trying to get to second place on the all-time Humber leading scorer list as the foul committed there by Humber. That's on Lumsel Brown with the push. As we take another look at the smooth pass there, up and in off the backboard by Domingo. Domingo entered this weekend 758 career points over 65 games played. She was 3 behind Denise Cummings, who she's passed, and Letendres, who played from 99 to 2002, second at 783. Oh, we got an update. She actually has passed Letendres, so now only behind her own teammate. How about that? You start the weekend in 4th place, and now you're in 2nd all time. And we got a whistle. Well, we know she's not going to catch CJ Nafuente, but I'm sure there's some friendly competition between the two, talking about that.
Substitution on the floor here for the Cambrian Golden Shield as Alloway makes her way back into the game.
Anna Jacobs will inbound it. There's Domingo. Domingo trying to create space, but loses the handle, and it's picked up by Michaela Alloway. And stolen by Nafuente. Clear path to the bucket. Nafuente lays it in.
And nothing fancy about that. Just took it right to the basket and a nice fundamental layup.
No quit, and she's playing full court press here, even with a 54-point lead. Long pass. Here's Nafuente again against Michaela Alloway. Can't get it to go, but they'll whistle on the foul as they'll get Alloway on that one. And Nafuente will go to the line for 2.
Nofuente, again, I mean, she's had a lot of good rest here, and she's been able to get her other teammates chances to get the double-digit scoring, and now her teammates are returning the favor for her.
Calm and collected, drains the first one. And 2 for 2 from the line, CJ Nafuente.
Nofuente with 16 points now.
Defensive pressure, but I believe they're going to get, no, did she step out of bounds? I believe she did. So that defensive pressure forces the turnover. As Humber well on its way to another triple-digit effort in the point department. Fuente bounce pass, Domingo. Domingo looking for somewhere to go. Inside with space, off the backboard and in. That was a big beauty from Maya Campbell-Johnson. She was the leading scorer in the first half with 12 points. And she's on the board here in the second half, and let's take another look at it. Look at the pass inside, working against Short, as there's a bucket from Caverly Graspy. It's at 89 to 33.
Domingo, that was her first assist on that basket.
There's Anna Jacobs. She has space, works her way inside, and gets it to go. Anna Jacobs.
Anna Jacobs now with 5 points, and she was instrumental in the victory yesterday. Good to see her getting some good scoring here.
Everybody getting in on the fun here this afternoon. Dirks working against Domingo. Dump pass back to Caverly Graspy. Kicks it out, almost losing the handle and stepping out of bounds is Michaela Alloway. Another turnover. And we're going to get a stoppage here for a timeout called by Cambrian.
And that's just unfortunate. They're picking up their play a little bit over here. They've got some good offense going on. The Cambrian Golden Shield does, and it's plays like that that can just stifle the momentum that you have. Not remembering where your foot is and if it's on the line or in front of the line or something like that. It's it can be just a little bit disheartening, those little things.
Well, Charles Barkley would say that's terrible. That's just terrible. It's been that kind of day. A long day for Cambrian, but trying to get something going as they're in search of win number 2. Their only win this year against Sheridan, who Sheridan, of course, only has 2 wins themselves, and that was by 2 points. So we can talk all day about the disparity in talent, but this is about Humber. Final home game, as we said, for a couple of Humber players who've had really outstanding careers and a chance to top 100 points again. And I think that's a source of pride. Wouldn't you say, Lex? I mean, I know in a game like this, you know, the score nowhere near in doubt, but I think there's a sense of pride. Hey, this is what we can do. We are this good, even against an opponent that's not up to snuff.
Exactly, and it doesn't matter what level of basketball you play. Being able to achieve 100 points against any team is a tough thing to do. I mean, the best teams, even with 100 points, sometimes they can't even get the victory in the NBA.
That makes you appreciate what Wilt Chamberlain did even more, scoring 100 himself in a game. Nice job inside, still unable to get it to go, but look at the effort for the offensive board, and Kronk comes up with it. The Fuente gets it to Kronk, still on the perimeter. Kronk looking for somewhere to go, back to the Fuente. Thought about taking the long 3, now drives it inside. Great pass, there's Domingo, and now a long 3 from Oriwa, and she gets it to go. It's been her day.
And Oriwa just left wide open there as the double team from the Cambrian Golden Shield and all that crowding in the paint there left her wide open.
2-pointer, so it's 93 to 33, 60-point advantage. Bouncing it back out to Dirks. Dirks in the corner, bad pass, too strong off the hands of Duggan, a turnover. And Humber will take possession, leading by 60.
And it's a feverish pace of play here between both teams. Cambrian Golden Shield even is really putting up that really fast pace of play. And on that time, that kind of bit them.
All right, quick. If you put LeBron James on Cambrian right now, could he lead him back from 60 points down?
LeBron James can lead anybody to a championship.
From 60 points down, 5.5 to play. I'd like to see that. Velasquez on the perimeter, into the game and shooting a long 3 is Leticia Lopez. No good. There's the offensive board. Oriwa, nice pass, and Jacobs gets it off the backboard and in. Anna Jacobs has had a nice fourth quarter here.
4 points in this fourth quarter, 7 points overall in the game.
Cambrian, and really all they've been able to do is work the perimeter, forcing to settle for some tough long shots. Caverly Graspy trying to work against Jacobs, and Jacobs comes up with a block, and Oriwa has it. Long, high floater. Velasquez inside. Beautiful. Kronk and 1.
That's the great presence of mind by the Humber team. Oriwa getting that long pass, and Velasquez having the presence of mind just to not even grasp the ball and just push it off and dump it off to her teammate. Number 15, Atisa Kronk, who gets the hoop in the arm.
And we could talk all day about, hey, make some long shots as Kronk gets the first one. You know, that's the kind of play that you want to see. It's the fundamental, it's transition, it's fast-paced basketball, skillful as we take another look, and just look at how this play developed.
So there's the nice dump pass there, right in for the hoop in the heart.
Yeah, and everything on the move as ball goes out of bounds here. The fluidity of that is what was very impressive, as it's going to be Cambrian to inbound it underneath the basket. It'll be Duggan looking for somewhere to go. And she gets it out on the corner to Caverly Graspy. Bounce pass inside. Able to hang on is short, but the shot is short.
Big pressure there by
Humber. And another long pass. There's Kronk underneath, but she goes back out to Leticia Lopez. Kicks it over to Oriwa. Out wide open, Velasquez, and she'll choose to take it inside. Velasquez gets it to Jacobs, all alone in the corner for 3. No good, and there's the offensive rebound by Kronk. Kicks it back out to Leticia Lopez. Look at this fast-paced play. In the corner, wide open for 3. No, unable to get it to go is Velasquez. Oriwa looking for somewhere to go, and it's out of bounds, and it will stay with Humber.
And the passing game was so impressive on that play. Unfortunately, it didn't result in a basket. However, Humber still on possession, but just the ability for them to move the ball from one end of the court to the other and find the open player and to get those good, high-quality scoring chances.
So much for second chance points. How about fifth chance points? There's a three from Jacobs.
And she finally nails
Humber
it.
is over 100, 101 to 33. Anna Jacobs has had a very nice afternoon.
That's 10 points now for Anna Jacobs, who made that last three.
Nice spin move inside and laying it off the backboard. Very nicely done by Emily Dirks. And here comes Humber quickly. Velasquez looking for somewhere to go. And it is stolen by Caverly Graspy, one-on-one. And now Caverly Graspy working in the paint, but can't get it to go. Keeps possession, kicks it back out to DeZormo. DeZormo trying to work inside. Drops it off in the corner. Caverly Graspy for three. No, rebound by Jacobs.
And they're still working. Cambrian is still working and playing that blue-collar game.
Kronk looking for somewhere to go. Kronk working inside, and look at Atissa Kronk.
Oh, wow.
Off the backboard and in. That's a thing of beauty. And you can hear DeZormo yelling for someone to be open on that inbounds. Couldn't find anyone, and a timeout has to be taken. Let's take another look at this shot by Atissa Kronk. Well, no, this is the shot by Jacobs, and that was just beautiful. And here is the defensive pressure, and then there's the shot by Kronk.
And Choma Arua getting a standing ovation here. She's just having a seat on the bench. This might be, she might be staying on the bench for quite a while.
A really nice day's work and a really nice career for Ariwa. A well-deserved hand. Here's Kronk kicking it out to Rempersad. Jenna Rempersad looking for somewhere to go. Back out to Boynton inside. And there's Meffel. Spin move off the backboard. Can't get it to go, but is able to draw the foul, much to the chagrin of Emily Dirks.
And Emily Dirks, number 12, that is her second personal foul of the ball game.
So we'll give Meffel a chance to potentially make this a 70-point lead, and that's not going to happen if she misses the first one.
Beryl Meffel, 2 for 5 on field goals today, total of 4 points.
Gets the
now it's
second
5.
One. 104-35, under 3 to play here in this game. It was 102-24 yesterday, Humber with the victory. There's a turnover, picked up by Chanel Lumsel-Brown. Here's Boynton kicking it out wide open in the corner. Jenna Rempersad, no. Rebound by Golden Shield. Picked up by Alloway. And now bringing it up the court is Caverly Graspy. DeZormo trying to work inside, kicks it back out on the perimeter, moving the ball around. And no whistle there. And it was Dirks, and now a foul.
And a little bit of contact there. By number 8, Chanel Lumsel-Brown, and Carly Duggan went down in a little bit of a heap, but they got smiles on their faces. They're okay.
Timeout, Golden Shield.
So Cambrian will take a timeout here, 104-35. And take another look, and I think Lumsel-Brown just maybe felt like that was a bit of a flop on the part of Carly Duggan, but.
And that last standing ovation there was for Atissa Kronk as she sits on the bench, and this is her final sub out for her Humber home career. And again, Choma Ariwa, Atissa Kronk, just great careers here at Humber and in their final games here at the Nest. And this Humber Athletics program just very, very grateful for the hard work that they put into this program. And I believe Choma Ariwa is an honors student. As was mentioned, she's an honors student, and she's also honor student, varsity athletics, and also raising a family at the same time. So just loads and loads of respect for the both of them.
A really nice career and a good way to close out the regular season, of course, for Humber. Another big victory over a team that the Hawks have owned historically, never lost to this Cambrian Golden Shield club. as Cambrian is trying to finish strong in its own right. Almost losing the handle, and here's DeZormo kicking it back out. Cavalli Graspi, shot clock under 10. Long shot there, and too strong from DeZormo. 2 minutes to go. Boyington brings it up. Meffel looking for somebody to go. Back out. Boyington will hang on to it. Kicks it out in the corner. Rempersad, 2. It's short. Rebound Meffel and some pressure underneath, but how about Barrow Meffel? Able to get it up and in. 106-35. Minute and a half to play. And that is hung on to, so Boguchill will maintain possession, but kicked out. Shot clock running down. 3-pointer for Alloway, too strong. Rebound by Rempersad. Rempersad gets it down the court. And getting it up and in is Entry. Stephanie Entry had a nice afternoon. 108-35. Long pass into the corner for 3. No, Alloway choosing to pass it off to DeZormo. DeZormo looking for somewhere to go. Cavalli Graspi. And almost too strong. Bounce pass back out to DeZormo for 3. And that goes behind the backboard. And it will go to Humber with just under a minute to play, 55.6 on the game clock.
DeZormo with 6 points here today, and yep, 2 baskets, or 2 field goals and 2 free throws.
Let's see if Humber can get to 110, perhaps with another bucket. Boyington for 3, it's short. Kick back out, DeZormo with the rebound. Zarmo working against Boyington. Drops it off, Cavalli Graspi. Bounce pass inside, but it is loose. Scramble for it. Jump ball. And it will go to Humber as the final seconds will be ticking down. 22.8 to play.
Both teams improving on their offensive games over from over 24 hours ago, or just under 24 hours ago, rather.
Well, 210 points here in these 2 games for the Humber Hawks. And playing very good defense as well, as Boyington moving around with it. Doesn't look like the Hawks are going to take another shot. The clock will run out, and that'll do it. The Humber Hawks victorious 108-35 against the Cambrian Golden Shield. So a dominant 2-game sweep here over the weekend. And now it's on to the postseason. Bigger and better things for the Humber Hawks.
That's right.
Are ahead.
That's right. So the Humber Hawks finished off strong over the past couple of games. It's 210-59 of those over the past couple of games.
Let's take a look at some of the seniors getting well-deserved appreciation. Ariwa, Atisa Kronk getting a couple of nice gifts. A nice way to close out their careers, at least their regular season careers.
And over there on the left of your screen there, just a little dance over here by Leticia Lopez, looking nice and just loose after this game, after the Hawks did take this one on 108-35.
Really great offensive production. 6 players in double digits today. CJ Nafuente, not surprisingly, leading the way with 16, and it was a very strong day defensively. Ariwa with 13 rebounds to lead the way, 7 assists from Felicia Velasquez. Just a fun afternoon.
It is, yeah, definitely, and it's great to see that all the players were able to come out here, and also all the fans in the crowd were able to come here despite the horrible weather and the horrible road conditions. And you know, I'm glad that you were able to make it here all safe and sound as well, too, Michael.
Likewise, it's didn't affect anything here indoors. Certainly didn't slow Humber down at all. As the Hawks with another big victory over Cambrian. Business as usual. And an emotional afternoon for a few players, of course, as we talked about. But again, I think AJ Sharma will be pleased with the fact that everybody really contributed. You know, 6 players in double figures, other players who had very strong games like Meffel, Velasquez, Really nice game all around. Atisa Kronk in her final game. Everybody contributing in one way or another. And Lex, I know you want to share some final thoughts here.
Yep. And
Yeah,
before I share those final thoughts, we're going to take it over to Danielle Dupuis with the players of the game and yeah, retiring players Choma Oriwa and Atisa Kronk. Danny, how you doing? How they doing?
Thanks to our commentators. And now I'm standing here with player number 15, Atisa Kronk, and then player number 17, Sharma Orishua. I'm trying. You know what, guys? Great last game. We know you put a lot of hard work and dedication into the past 5 years, and it's definitely shown tonight. I mean, you hit over 500 rebounds, which is kind of unheard of right now. And I mean, like, you've all had your family supporting you the whole time. Just great job, guys. I know kind of a little bit emotional for you too, leaving him. But do you guys have any final thoughts for the past 5 years you guys have been doing this?
It's definitely great to start off with my fellow teammate. We actually started off together with AJ, and now we're ending together. So I think that's one thing that I hold very close to me. And,
For sure.
yeah.
Like, we both had very big hurdles to go through,
Definitely.
and we've been there for each other for even when it's not basketball related. So I think that's what makes us even more compatible on the court. And Humber, with my injuries and such, has given me. If I ever get rich, I will donate so much to Humber
Honestly.
therapy. You have no idea, so
me, they've
much.
saved my life too.
Literally so much. I would give everything back to the school, especially with the
Definitely.
friendships that you make. So this
Definitely.
is amazing. And
Yeah.
Well, even just seeing it on the court, you guys have such a dynamics towards you two, and just the hugs afterwards. And I mean, you can just tell you're not only teammates, but you guys are just great for. Oh, get a little emotional. No, you guys have done great today, so we just wanted to send you off on a high note and good luck in all your future endeavors. So thanks, guys.
Thank you. And thanks, Humber.
And I'm going to be throwing it back to the commentators. Thank you.
Thanks, Danielle.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. All right, Lex, take it away here in just a moment with your final thoughts. This was really a miserable afternoon outside, but a lot of fun here inside the Hawks' nest. What'd you see today?
Well, definitely, we saw some great play by both teams here. The Cambrian Golden Shield able to improve on their game from yesterday, or their offensive game, and the Humber Hawks again just being the dominant team that they are, #1 team in Canada. And it's great as well too that to see Choma Oriwa and Atisa Kronk in their final games here at the Hawks' Nest, and they're going to be graduating and moving on to bigger and better things in their life as well too, and also makes me a little bit emotional as well too. This is gonna be my final year as well too. I'm part of the post-grad program and the radio program, and I just want to thank everybody at BRTV, on the Hawk Sports Network, Dean Sinclair, Paya Farman, Jim Bialek, for giving me this opportunity to achieve a dream and go and do play-by-play and color commentary here with these wonderful basketball, baseball, and volleyball teams. It has been the experience of a lifetime, and I'm so grateful. Yeah, I'm tearing up just a little bit. So thank you so much, and thank you to everybody out there. Thank you everybody for watching and commenting and putting those likes on BRTV and the Hawk Sports Network. It's been great. It's been an honor. I love you guys. I love all of you out there. So for hopefully not the final time, I'm Lex Tan, and alongside me is Michael Seth. And we're going to throw to a highlight package. The Humber Hawks take the final home game of the season, 108-35. Thank you. God bless. Have a great night. Get home safe, everybody. This is BRTV, and thank you so much, everybody.